Everyone thinks the most profitable movies of all time are the ones with billion-dollar grosses, like Avatar, or the Avengers, or Titanic. And that's cute, but those are rookie numbers when you actually look at the return on investment. Today we're counting down the 10 biggest ratio kings in history. Movies that turned pocket change into private jet money while the major studios were burning millions just to break even. We're talking pure multiplication. How many times did the movie make its budget back at the box office? No streaming nonsense, no merchandise, just cold hard theatrical cash. Now, let's go. Number 10, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Nia Vardalos wrote this as a one-woman play. She turned it into a rom-com for $5 million, and it grossed $368 million worldwide. That's about 74 times return. Suddenly, every yaya in America was screaming, "I told you so" in Greek. Number 9, Saw. The movie that kicked off the torture porn era, shot in 18 days for $1.2 million. It made $103 million worldwide. That's 86 times the return. Not to mention the endless sequels that followed. James Wan paid for film school with body parts and walked out rich as hell. Number 8, The Devil Inside. Found footage exorcism slop that cost $1 million and scared up 101 million worldwide. That's 101 times return. Critics hated it. Audiences went anyway. Turns out the devil's real power is in box office math. Number 7, Napoleon Dynamite. It's 2004 and an indie comedy about a kid with sweet dance moves and zero social skills. Budget $400,000. Worldwide gross, $46 million. That's a clean 115 times return. The kid in moon boots just bought his uncle a mansion. Number 6, Rocky. It's 1976. Sylvester Stallone writes the script in 3 days and refuses to sell it unless he stars in it. Shoots the whole thing for $1 million. Goes on to make $225 million worldwide. That's 225 times return. A broke actor knocks out Hollywood and becomes a legend overnight. And number 5, El Mariachi. Robert Rodriguez shot this for $7,000 using friends and favors in Mexico. It made $2 million. That's 291 times return. He literally wrote a book called Rebel Without a Crew just to brag about it. Number 4, the original Mad Max. It's 1979. Mel Gibson before the meltdown. Shot in Australia for $350,000, it made $100 million worldwide. That's 285 times return. George Miller invented post-apocalyptic action on a beer budget and laughed all the way to Fury Road. Number 3, The Blair Witch Project. 3 idiots lost in the woods with a camera that cost $60,000. It grossed $248 million. That's over 4,000 times return. Marketing lied and said they actually died. Audiences believed it. Absolute genius. Now, the last 2 movies are close. You could say they're neck and neck with each other, and that is a pun, and you're about to find out why with number 2. Deep Throat. Yes, that Deep Throat. Budget, $47,500. Shot in 6 days. Linda Lovelace got paid a flat $125 and never saw another dime. Worldwide gross? Well, when you adjust for inflation and all the mafia cash that never got reported, estimates put it north of $600 million. That's roughly 12,600 times the return. A porn flick shot on film stock cheaper than a used car became, dollar for dollar, one of the most profitable movies ever made. The mob cashed checks, the director vanished, and Linda Lovelace got screwed in every possible way. Hollywood has spent decades trying to pretend this movie doesn't exist because it proves one terrifying truth. Sometimes the smartest business move is to make something so taboo, people will pay anything to see it in the dark theater and never admit it afterward. So that has to be it, right? That has to be number 1. 12,000 times the return? A movie so profitable, it still makes executives uncomfortable 50 years later? Nobody beats that, right?
Wrong.
Number 1, Paranormal Activity. Yeah, the movie you forgot was this cheap. Oren Peli shot this in his own house. Not a studio, not a set, his actual house. 1 week of filming. No stars, no crew army, no marketing blitz. Budget, $15,000. 15. Universal almost dumped it straight to DVD because they didn't think anyone would care. Instead, they tested it quietly. Audiences lost their minds. People were screaming, people were walking out of the theater, and they're telling their friends not to see it alone. Then the studio did something brilliant. They pretended the audience was in control. Demand screenings, limited releases, you asked for it. Scarcity turned fear into a marketing weapon. Worldwide gross, $194 million. That's 12,930 times the return. Higher than Deep Throat. Cleaner money. Mainstream theaters. No mob accounting. No backroom estimates. Just raw, documented box office dominance. Paranormal Activity didn't just make money, it rewired how horror got made, marketed, and sold. Studios spent the next decade chasing that model. Found footage everywhere. Micro budgets. Viral campaigns. Based on true events by the truckload. And none of them ever touched that ratio again. Next week, we're going to do the inverse of this list and see what movies bombed so hard at the box office, they not only changed the entire method some production companies use to make movies, they bankrupted entire studios. Now, like the video and subscribe to the damn channel, or I'll chain you to the radiator and hand you something from the for sale bin at Home Depot.